Today, on my Turn the Tide with Tapping free Facebook group, we talked about trust, how we trust this. It's actually really, really hard. It's hard to tune into us and to know that what we say matters. How do we find that? How do we do that in life? How do we actually get to a point where we go, I really feel that I should do this, and follow through and take action towards it? Where do you think that comes from? It could come from the fact that you have a practice that you get up and you spend 5, 10 or 15 minutes meditating, and that you get to a place where that you are actively listening to your inner voice. It could be that. It could be the fact that you do morning pages, which is actually absolutely, I believe, is a non-negotiable for everybody's life. Now, morning pages isn't journaling. Morning pages is actually getting up in the morning with your coffee as early as you can in the morning. It may mean you have to get up 20 minutes earlier. And you're putting down on the page, it's handwritten, it is in longhand, because you are activating metacognitive from the brain to the hand. You are doing things that are actually going to open up your heart space. It is going to help you release emotional stories, narratives, patterns, pains, wounds, whatever it is going to help you to release those. And it is really going to start giving you a clearer picture of who you are, why you are who you are, and how you've got here and what you can do to move forward. It sounds kind of a miracle, but it is. We live in 5% of our brain capacity. That's our conscious mind. The other part of our brain, 95% of that, is actually in the subconscious. And in there is all the programming. In there is the pattern, the story. In there is the way we see the world, our perceptions, our expectations, all the judgments that's ever happened to us is all in there because we've held them. We're really good at storing stuff. We store stuff in our brains, but we also store stuff in our bodies. And so when you get up and you are doing a longhand writing on that page, you are allowing stuff to come from your subconscious into your conscious. This is not about keeping it. It does not have to be pretty. You are letting go on the page. You are dumping everything on the page. You are laying it out. You're seeing it and you're releasing it. These books are not designed for you to keep and go back either. Now, I've been doing morning pages. It was actually, I learned it in a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I've got lots of her books. I think she's pretty incredible. But I've been doing morning pages for 15 or so years now. It is a part of who I am. And it has unraveled stuff for me and allowed me to see things in ways that I would not have been ever able to do. You've had that argument with such and such. And you think, you're really going on about them, and it was their fault because they said that to me. And then when you come to the page and you go, actually, I could have done that better. I might have been a part of that problem instead of a part of that solution. And you can see things, and building up that relationship with yourself is critical in having an authentic life. But other stuff comes up. You get rid of all just the annoying little bits. They go on the page, and then the real things start coming up. The real desires, the real places you want to be and the things you want to do. And then you start having this conversation with yourself that you would never have had unless you were doing morning pages. For anybody who wants to change their life, start there, because you're going to get rid of the rubbish and you're going to reveal the real you in the best possible way. I have thrown out hundreds of books. Morning pages takes between 10 and 20 minutes. Now, when you come to the page, everyone's quite often usually fairly organised and quite tight. And you might get through the first page and then you're on to the second page and it's just blank. And you can put down, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. Or you can put down, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you just write until it comes. And I've had a client just recently. She is now on to over a month of doing it. Now, this is her second or third go, and the first couple of goes she gave up because she couldn't get to that third page. It has to be 3 pages, no more and no less. And the thing is, once you start to be able to unravel and get things on the page, oh my gosh, I have written around the side of that last page, because by page 3, things are going to just start coming up. And it is amazing what you end on page 3. What are your thoughts on page 3? You might have started off negative, but page 3 is usually 90% of the time you've turned your own corner and you're starting to look forward, move forward, say forward. So I encourage you, morning pages, let's do them. If you want any more information, you can just email me or PM me. I don't know where this one, if it's on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or whatever. But morning pages is fabulous. It will change your life. But you have to put the time in. It's going to be 20 minutes. Do it in the morning. Get up a little bit earlier, or crave that space out. Tell people not to talk to you until you've done your morning pages. Whatever. You can make it work for you, because you matter. Cool. I'd love to hear how you get on. Morning pages.